Right now in America, someone is crossing the million-dollar threshold for the first time today, and tomorrow, and the day after that. In 2026, the United States is home to approximately 24 million millionaires, more than any other country on the planet, and that number is growing every single day. But here is the question nobody is asking out loud. What is the actual code? What is the specific system inside America that is manufacturing millionaires at this pace? And why does almost nobody explain it clearly to the people who need to hear it most? Today, that changes. Today, I am cracking open the USA Wealth Code for 2026, every layer of the hidden money system, and showing you exactly how millionaires are made in this country. Welcome to Wealth Analysis Network, the channel that delivers deep, honest, research-backed financial analysis so that every person watching understands the real mechanics of American wealth. If you are new here, subscribe right now because every single week we bring you the financial intelligence that most channels never go deep enough to provide. Today, we are going all the way inside America's hidden money system, the wealth code that is operating right now in 2026, the data behind how millionaires are actually made, how fast it happens, and what the specific behaviors and systems are that produce this outcome consistently for ordinary Americans. Let's decode every single piece of it right now. The first thing the data reveals about how millionaires are made in America will immediately challenge everything social media has told you about building wealth fast. According to the most comprehensive national study of millionaires ever conducted, which surveyed tens of thousands of American millionaires, the median age at which Americans reach millionaire status is 50 years old. Most of them took between 25 and 30 years to get there. Only 5% of millionaires reached that milestone in 10 years or less. This is not a discouraging statistic. It is a liberating one, because what it tells you is that becoming a millionaire in America is not primarily about speed, luck, or timing. It is about a system applied consistently over time, and the earlier you start that system, the more powerfully it compounds. Which means a 25-year-old who begins today is in a dramatically stronger position than someone who starts at 35, even if the 35-year-old eventually contributes more money per year. The wealth code runs on time. Time is the ingredient that no amount of income can fully replace. The second revelation from the data is the one that destroys the most persistent myth about American wealth. 79% of American millionaires received absolutely zero inheritance, not a partial inheritance, nothing. Only 3% received an inheritance of $1 million or more. 88% are entirely self-made, meaning they built their wealth through their own decisions, habits, and systems, rather than through circumstance or family advantage. And perhaps most surprisingly, only 31% of millionaires ever earned a six-figure income in any single year of their career. 1 in 3 American millionaires never made $100,000 a year. The wealth code in America is not an income story. It is a behavior story. It is a system story. The Americans who crack the code are not the ones who earned the most. They are the ones who understood what to do with what they earned, and did it consistently for long enough that compounding made the outcome almost inevitable. The third piece of the wealth code is what the data shows millionaires actually did with their money, and it is so simple that most people dismiss it before they understand how powerful it is. 8 out of 10 American millionaires consistently invested in their company's 401k plan and cited it as a key factor in their financial success. Not private equity, not individual stock picks, not cryptocurrency. A 401k, the most boring, most accessible, most unglamorous investment vehicle available to any working American. And the reason this works is not complicated. It is the employer match that provides a guaranteed 50% return on every dollar contributed up to the match threshold, a return that no other investment in America can match on a guaranteed basis. It is the tax deferral that keeps every dollar growing without annual tax drag reducing the compounding power. And it is the automation, the fact that contributions come out of every paycheck before the money ever appears in a checking account, that removes the emotional and behavioral friction that derails most financial plans. The 401k millionaire is the most common millionaire archetype in America in 2026, and the path to becoming one is available to every working American with access to an employer plan. The fourth element of the hidden money system is what 94% of American millionaires consistently do that separates them from high earners who never accumulate real wealth, and that is living below their means. Not dramatically below their means, not in deprivation or sacrifice, but deliberately and consistently below their means. The top 3 car brands among American millionaires are Toyota, Honda, and Ford. The majority live in homes that are not the most expensive properties in their neighborhood. They do not signal wealth through consumption. They build it through investment. This practice, which financial researchers call lifestyle anchoring, creates a permanent gap between income and spending that widens over time as income grows while lifestyle costs remain disciplined. Every dollar of that gap goes into the wealth-building system, and over 25 to 30 years of consistent application, that gap compounds into the foundation of millionaire status. The Americans who stay stuck are often high earners whose lifestyle costs have expanded to consume every raise, every bonus, and every income increase they have ever received. The Americans who build wealth are the ones who refused to let that happen. The fifth piece of the USA Wealth Code is the tax advantage system that the most financially successful Americans use to accelerate their compounding dramatically, and it represents some of the most powerful legal tools available to ordinary people in the entire American financial system. Gen Z and millennials who are building wealth right now are allocating a significant portion of their retirement savings to Roth IRAs, accounts where every dollar of growth compounds completely tax-free for life. The 401k provides tax-deferred growth that reduces taxable income today. The health savings account provides a triple tax advantage: deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for qualifying expenses that no other account in the American tax code can match. And the combination of these vehicles, used simultaneously and maximized consistently, creates a tax-advantaged compounding engine that dramatically outperforms the same money in a taxable account over the same period of time. The wealth code is not just about how much you invest. It is about where you invest it and how much of its growth you actually keep after taxes. The millionaires who built their wealth through the system understood this. They used every legal tax advantage available to them every single year, without exception. The sixth and final piece of the hidden money system is the ownership principle, the foundational truth that ties every other component of the wealth code together. 95% of American millionaires own their home. 47% invest directly in the stock market. The common thread is ownership. Ownership of real estate that appreciates and builds equity over time. Ownership of businesses and stocks that grow in value and generate dividends. The Americans who crack the wealth code shift from being primarily consumers and wage earners to being owners of assets that generate returns whether they are actively working or not. This shift does not happen overnight. It happens incrementally. One investment at a time, one property at a time, one business decision at a time, over the same 25 to 30 years that the data consistently shows is the timeline for building millionaire wealth in America. The starting point is always the same: a decision to begin owning something, even one index fund, even one small automatic monthly investment, and to never stop. So here is the complete USA Wealth Code for 2026 decoded and laid out clearly. Time and consistency beat speed and luck every single time. The median millionaire took 25 to 30 years, and you can start that clock today. 79% of millionaires built their wealth from nothing, which means the starting line is available to you right now. The 401k employer match is the highest guaranteed return in America, and capturing it fully is the single most impactful financial move most working Americans can make. Living below your means is not a sacrifice. It is the engine that fuels every other part of the system. Tax-advantaged accounts used at maximum capacity dramatically accelerate the compounding that builds millionaire wealth. And ownership of assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, is the mechanism that eventually generates income independent of your labor. That is the code. It has always been inside the system. Now you have it too. If this breakdown gave you the clearest picture you have ever had of how millionaires are actually made in America and what the hidden money system really looks like, please give this video a like and share it with someone who is ready to start cracking the code. Subscribe to Wealth Analysis Network if you are not already part of our community, because every single week we bring you the deep, honest, data-driven financial analysis that helps everyday Americans understand the system and build real wealth inside it. Drop a comment below and tell me, where are you in the wealth code journey right now? I read every single one. See you in the next video.